When combined with Chinese cooking methods, pork ribs and corn can be transformed into what kind of mouth-watering dish? Those who wait will be rewarded with something good. If you wish to enjoy the same delicious food rather than just feast your eyes on it, here's what you need to prepare. As shown in the picture, you'll need a sufficiently large round-bottom pot to provide ample space for the ingredients. A flat-bottom pan may result in uneven heating and stirring, but you can still try using it if needed. Additionally, if you only have an electric induction cooker, you won't achieve the optimal flavor. The best taste comes from cooking over an open flame. For the most authentic results, consider using natural gas or even wood fire. Important note, if you choose open flame cooking, please strictly comply with your country's fire safety regulations, forest protection laws, and open flame usage guidelines. Ensure proper ventilation and remain highly vigilant. In China, natural gas stoves are widely available, making this method effortless for most Chinese cooks. Pork ribs are the designated main ingredient for this recipe. Substituting with other types of meat is strongly discouraged, as it will compromise the intended cooking method and final result. Additionally, ensure the pork ribs are fresh, meet food safety standards, and show no signs of spoilage or deterioration. For the side dish, corn is the recommended choice. If corn is unavailable, green beans make a good alternative. If neither is accessible, you may use any other vegetables you can find. However, we advise against using strongly flavored vegetables, while they might create unexpected taste combinations that uniqueness may not appeal to your palate. Seasonings are also essential. Salt is a must, while light soy sauce is an important liquid seasoning that enhances the flavor of dishes and gives them an appetizing color. The third seasoning is a special Chinese spice blend available in Asian grocery stores. It's a powdered mixture of various aromatic herbs that makes dishes exceptionally delicious. If you have a sweet tooth, you may add a moderate amount while maintaining a healthy diet. Cooking wine is used to remove fishy odors. If unavailable, beer can serve as a substitute with similar effects. Additionally, you may prepare a small amount of scallions for seasoning. Prepare the pork ribs and corn, then soak them in water to remove impurities. In addition to the main dish, staple foods are essential on a Chinese dining table. Prepare steamed rice as the staple, or you can opt for noodles instead. The choice of pairing depends entirely on your preference. Before cooking, rinse the rice thoroughly by adding water, stirring, and draining to remove impurities. Additionally, I've mixed in some other grains to boost the nutritional value. After rinsing the rice, discard the wash water. Prepare a steamer pot, then place the rice in a bowl and add an appropriate amount of hot water. The water level will determine whether the cooked rice turns out soft or firm. Spread the rice evenly in the bowl, then cover with a lid and start heating. Make sure to note the starting time. It typically takes about 40 minutes to fully steam the rice. After preparing the rice, the next step is to clean the pork ribs thoroughly, especially removing all blood residue. Blood can make the meat smell gamey and significantly affect the texture and flavor, sometimes even making it inedible. Therefore, you should rinse the ribs multiple times until the water runs completely clear. Typically, 2-3 washes are sufficient. The quality of water is also crucial. It must be free of impurities and meet drinking water standards. Water from outdoor sources may not be hygienic, so it's advisable to avoid using such water unless absolutely necessary. Simply rinsing the pork ribs with cold water isn't enough. You need to blanch them to remove any remaining blood hidden in the meat. Crucially, you must start with cold water in the pot, not hot water. Then add the cleaned ribs and bring the water to a boil. During the heating process, you may also add cooking wine to help eliminate any gamey odor. Use only a small amount, just enough to serve its purpose. If using a lower alcohol cooking wine, you can add slightly more while achieving the same effect. For the best quality, I recommend purchasing cooking wine from Asian grocery stores. Trust in Chinese culinary traditions. China boasts a millennia-old heritage of gastronomic excellence. While waiting for the water to boil, take out the corn that's been soaking and cut it into bite-sized pieces. In Chinese cuisine, precise ingredient preparation is essential. We aim for pieces that absorb flavor efficiently without wasting time on excessive cutting. Meanwhile, trim and finely chop the green onions. No need to make them too fine, as their dual purpose is both to neutralize odors and add visual appeal. Indeed, one of the hallmarks of Chinese cooking is that every ingredient serves multiple functions. Perfect timing. The water has now come to a boil. The scum, coagulated blood, and impurities floating on the surface must be removed. Use a large spoon to skim off the scum until no more large particles remain on the surface. Note, you don't need to achieve absolute purity. Simply remove the major scum formations before turning off the heat. Now that the pork ribs are fully cooked, transfer them to a clean container. Avoid using plastic bowls, an iron steel basin is ideal. Discard the used water, and if you'll continue using the same pot, be sure to scrub it clean before proceeding to the next step. After drying the pot, apply direct heat to evaporate all remaining water. Any moisture left will hinder the next step. Once the pot is properly heated, add cooking oil. Note that different oils produce distinct flavor characteristics. Soybean oil is particularly well suited for this dish, though you may certainly experiment with other varieties. For health considerations and optimal results, use a moderate amount of oil, just enough to lightly coat the pan. No need to completely cover the bottom, roughly the same quantity you typically use in your everyday cooking. Once the oil is hot, quickly add the pork ribs and stir furiously to prevent sticking. Now comes the test of your cooking speed. Rapidly add the prepared green onion pieces while continuing to toss. Then add salt, light soy sauce, and other seasonings, being mindful of the quantity. Many home cooks ruin the dish by either under-seasoning or over-seasoning due to frantic movements. If you're struggling to keep up, reduce the heat slightly and proceed. Add a splash of water if needed to prevent burning from excessive heat. After all seasonings are incorporated, keep stirring to ensure even distribution while monitoring the pan bottom. If it starts to dry out or show signs of scorching, add just a bit more water to deglaze. As salt-related health issues are becoming increasingly common worldwide, it's worth noting that light soy sauce already contains sodium. Therefore, you can safely reduce the amount of added salt while still achieving delicious results, proving that flavorful food and healthy eating don't have to be mutually exclusive. You can also substitute with seasonings like black pepper if needed, though they may not deliver the same depth of flavor as traditional Chinese spices. For those interested in exploring, Chinese shopping apps offer a wonderful selection of unique seasonings. Many of these special ingredients are known to significantly enhance appetite and elevate the dining experience. This stage, add the corn to the pork ribs. For this dish, glutinous corn, also called waxy corn, is highly recommended. Its texture and flavor profile complement the dish perfectly. Avoid sweet corn, often called fruit corn in some regions, as its pronounced sweetness can overpower the dish's delicate balance. In Chinese culinary philosophy, each ingredient plays a distinct yet harmonious role, like musical notes in an orchestra. While every component maintains its unique characteristics, they work together in perfect synergy, creating combinations that represent thousands of years of Chinese gastronomic wisdom. Contemporary Chinese cuisine also skillfully incorporates premium imported ingredients, blending tradition with global influences to create even more exceptional dishes. At this point, the dish is technically ready to eat. Many wine drinkers particularly enjoy this slightly chewy texture. However, for elderly family members or anyone with loose teeth, you may want to gently reheat the ribs in a pressure cooker to further soften the meat. As someone with personal experience and considering my parents' preferences, I often take this extra step to ensure maximum comfort while eating. Ultimately, you can adjust based on your own taste and the needs of those you're serving. The cooking juices may prevent the lid from fitting properly, so after transferring the ribs, be sure to wipe the container clean to maintain a tidy cooking environment. Needless to say, the aroma of these pork ribs has now filled the entire kitchen. Ha! The sweet satisfaction of waiting for a truly worthwhile meal. This patience is part of Chinese food culture's DNA. By the way, in modern China, household appliances like electric cookers have become ubiquitous. Power outages are extremely rare here. Unless you forget to pay the electricity bill, you can cook in perfect confidence without worrying about sudden blackouts. The steamed rice is already done. Let's lift the lid and take a look. Perfect. The aroma of freshly cooked rice is already wafting through the air. The ribs are done too. Let's see the result. 3, 2, 1. Haha, the overwhelming aroma and heat wave hit you right in the face. Spoon out the rice and meat like this. The result is a simple yet satisfying meal, full of quality. The corn has also absorbed all the flavors. It tastes almost like the meat now. Let's calculate the cost. Miscellaneous expenses add up to about 14, excluding reusable items like pots and pans. In your country, would it be possible to prepare the same dish at home for the same price? Subscribe to discover the real China.